Hiya! Today I have a sketchbook tour for you, and these are the current sketchbook that I mostly work in. I have multiple ones on the go, not just those. Just to show you kind of how I work through my sketchbooks. I never fill just one at a time. I always have multiple ones, and I just reach for the one I feel like on the day. That's just how I keep myself going, and I find that more interesting, and that just works with my ADHD brain. So these are the current sketchbooks. I mostly work in this one at the moment. I got this one for Secret Santa at work. But we'll be going through this goblin sketchbook. And before we get into the sketchbook, let me just introduce myself. So my name is Kama. I also go by Weird is the Best on the internet, so you can find me on all the social medias and Etsy as Weird is the Best. I'm a mixed media artist, and I live in England and have been living here for quite a while, most of my life now. And I love drawing, illustration, comics, painting. I kind of dabble in a lot of different things. This passion started, when I was a teenager, I loved drawing, and as a kid I loved drawing, but I had zero skill to say. I had a lot of passion, but I wasn't like, sometimes you have these kids who are naturally skilled. I wasn't. Anyway, this isn't a story about me. But anyway, I kind of gave up on it after being discouraged by multiple people, and I came back to it in 2020. So I've been doing lots of different things. These are my two latest paintings in acrylics. I've got this project going on where I'm painting 50 mini canvases. It's been going quite slow actually. But yeah, let's get into the sketchbook. I don't know why I'm rambling, but if you've been here a while, you'll know that I do ramble. And this sketchbook is by Talents Art Create. It's a Talents Art Creation sketchbook. It says it's from Holland, which I didn't realize. And they've been going for quite a while. And if you've been around on YouTube or if you're an artist, you might have heard of these. I initially didn't really like them, but now it's my staple. Like I can't even remember now, 14 or 15 of these. And I always have one on the go. It's just such a nice size to drop into your handbag, and it's very affordable, which I also didn't think was the case in the past. That was something weird. I just heard some weird noise. I don't know where that came from. Maybe an animal outside. I don't really know. Anyway, and yeah, they're just really affordable for how many pages you get. They're much cheaper than competitors, and they have this cream smooth paper in them that can handle some mixed media, some wet media. The sticker on the cover is by Bobby Ray, and I picked it up at Thought Bubble, I think last year, and I met Bobby Ray there. I kind of, I like their stickers, but I didn't love like the topics, I guess, but I loved this goblin sticker, so I got that. And the stickers on the back are usually mine, or in this case, this one's by, I always forget names last minute. I'll drop the name on the screen now, and these are from a random sticker sheet that I got in a regular shop, so they probably wouldn't have a name of the artist on them. And this one's mine. It's my branded sticker. Let's get into the sketchbook. So this one took me, is it 42 days? It doesn't sound like 42 days from these dates, at least. So I number my sketchbook pages, or rather the days I draw, because I've been going for quite a while and now reached 2 years of drawing every day. And it's a thing that I started in December a couple years ago. I think it was like the 10th, might have been roughly. It was roughly the 10th, I can't remember exact date. I decided to draw every day. I had an art blog, and people always wait for New Year's resolutions and all that, and then they give up on them. It's like, I'm just going to start today. And I started drawing there and there, like immediately. And I think that's the only way resolutions work for me. You might be different. You might be thinking of starting in January. For me, that's just putting it off and then putting it off again in January. So I just like starting early. I covered up my details here. I always have a little box where I put my details in case I lose this sketchbook. My first ever sketchbook is gone forever, which is really sad, but that's just life. Thankfully, I took lots of photos of it. The stickers here mostly are by Wild Pencil, and I love, it's Magdalena. I love Magdalena's art. It's always so beautifully painted. I think it's gouache watercolor kind of art. And these two are too. This washi tape is empty. I think it's empty washi tape from Japan. I got it from Choosing Keeping in London. They have lovely stationery from Japan there. And this sticker is washi tape. It's like a stamp washi tape from to be CMR. Oh, I might be using the wrong name because they've kind of rebranded or changed names or split the brand into two or something like that. I will double check and I will pop the name on the screen for you. Is it? I think that's must be 42 days. That doesn't feel like, because it's from 19th to 29th. So that feels okay. That feels right. I can't count. I've been ill for, well, since the beginning of December, so forgive me. Also, I might be coughing. Hopefully, not too much on the video, and I can always cut it out. This sticker is by myself. It's just a little ghosty. I printed before the thing that people celebrate in October. Oh my god, Halloween. And this one's from Goblin Fair, that Goblin Fair in London. I was lucky to table there this year. I was so overjoyed that I was able to, like, they accepted my application. It was quite a trek, but it was worth it. I really enjoyed that fair. So different and bizarre and so well organized. I wish all fairs had this much character. And going forwards, you might see that a lot in my sketchbooks. I like collecting, like, it's kind of junk journaling, but I hate that word. I don't like that phrase, to be honest. I just like collecting things from packaging and like preserving it. It's also like nice to get inspired by other people, but like just keep it as inspiration and hopefully my brain will remember it, if that makes sense. And here's a fish that I drew. And then here's that Goblin Fair. So I think I stuck that sticker just before the fair, before I start, like this was the beginning of the sketchbook when the fair was happening. It was only right to put this sticker on and take it to the Goblin Fair, right? And here is a metallic pentel brush pen. It's like a dual color one where if you painted with it on a darker paper, it would look slightly different. I think it was red or something. This washi tape is one I've designed. It's super long. The design goes on and on and on. I don't know if you can tell how long it is, but this is the end. And it goes, where's the yellow? Just cut. And then it goes and goes and goes. It's quite a long one. And you can find that on my link, which I'll leave in the description. It's on my Etsy. And a business card. I like collecting business cards. This one's from Jelly Mode. It's an artist I met through the Super Seconds Festival. The next Super Seconds Festival is happening in March on the 8th. And this washi tape is by... Oh, my brain is not braining. I know it's Patrick and... yeah, I can't remember. I will pop that on the screen. I know them really well. Like, I've followed them for a long time and I'm on their Discord as well, but I can't remember the name for some reason. This one I drew at a local art society meetup. This was kind of drawing still life. And this was like we meet at a local school and finally we've been given an art room for our meetups because it's like an after... Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but they had lots of things there to draw from, and this was a pufferfish, and it was properly creepy. Like the face it just looked very weird, and I drew it, and I don't know, I just like this derp. And this is the actual drawing of it when I warmed up. I just used some ink pen and a Pentel pocket pen, I think, a black ink one. Here's a business card from, yeah, I won't remember because my brain is not braining, Rebecca Berg, who is a comics artist, and yeah, she's drawn a lot of interesting comics. This one's from Hey Laura, oh Laura, I think. This was just like a freebie, like a tiny card. It's not even a sticker, but I thought it was cute. Everything in moderation except new notebooks, sketchbooks. Yes. Again, my washi tape, I was just filling the gaps because this materials kind of bled, so I was trying to cover it up because I don't really like drawing on the back of something this bleedy. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. There's more still life drawings, and yeah, like I said, this sketchbook is alright with some wet media, but with some inks and more water, it just doesn't handle it very well. So you can see that here, where it didn't quite work as well. But I quite like this contrast. And this is a brand sticker from this brand that I won some greetings cards from, and they were really cute and really fun. It was like an Instagram competition. This one's from the Silly Cat Studio, and so is this one. So this is the Silly Cat Studio as well. I've completely forgotten the names of people today, of brands and people. This is another drawing from that session, so I kind of had gaps because I left gaps because I didn't like what this looked like, so I covered it up, if that makes sense. I rarely cover my own drawings, but I don't like the bleed through on the other pages. This is like a corn on the cob. I don't know, I kind of liked drawing with, it's a Derwent Lightfast, I think, in like a moss green or some similar color. I love using these for sketching. Here are some derpy cats, because if I'm in doubt, I draw derpy cats, because that's my go-to. He thinks he's very cute, and yeah, I just like doodling sometimes. This is how I managed to draw for so long. Sometimes you just aren't inspired, and I go back, and when I have days like that, I just go back to my basics and just keep going, you know. Here are some examples of, I was planning some signage for the conventions this year, I guess this year. And yeah, just trying to think of how it would work and what it would look like. Some ideas and notes. Print work order came through. My to-do pads, I think that was. This is kind of a weird one, I was just experimenting. And another from Laura. Again, I think this is a business card. I think it's a business card. And this is from that place who sent me some greetings cards. It was quite a huge giveaway, to be honest. There was lots of cards. This one is a business card. So I just said I barely ever cover my pages, but this one was, I just didn't like it. And it's very rare that I do that. This I drew the day before Winchester Comics Fair. I love that fair. It was quite quiet this year. I think a few fairs I've been to were a bit quieter this year. I think just the weather and train strikes didn't align this year. And yeah, I just drew this with Artex markers, and this was drawn at the fair. Yeah, like I was saying, the market didn't go as well as last year, but it was a great fair, and I would do it again without thinking twice about it, because I just really like the vibes there, really like who attends, and yeah, it's just really good vibes. Some people drawn there. This one, I was just sitting on my sofa and drawing my monstera. It still needs some TLC, even though I'm trying to fix it up, but I think maybe it needs a bigger pot or something. And yeah, just doodling, trying to get through, you know, the less inspired days. More. This was like an experiment. I was trying to paint and connect two very weird colors. This is a sticker design that I've had for a while. It's one of my best sellers. I just redrew it. It's nice to steal your own designs and redraw your own inspiration rather than other people's sometimes. It's good to study other artists, but also it's good to take from your own art. These are the 2 pumpkins that I painted last year. I keep saying last year, it's not next year yet. But yeah, I saw some friends, we went to the local pumpkin patch, which was famous because of... Yep, I won't remember the name, the famous singer from Black Sabbath. I'm losing my voice now. Not just my brain, no, my voice. Ozzy Osbourne visited that site, and now they have a massive portrait. Well, they had, at least. Those pumpkins might be dead by now, but they had a massive portrait made out of pumpkins of his face. It was a really cool pumpkin place. Really enjoyed it. My first ever pumpkin picking, and quite epic, to be honest. It's quite a lot to see there. Again, the washi tape that I mentioned earlier. Here are some stickers from the Silly Cat studio. This was on the way to the Brighton Illustration Fair. And it was on my day 700. This washi was on packaging from my order from the Silly Cat studio. I don't know who the artist is who made it, but I love it. If I'll ever find it, I will probably buy it, although I don't need more washi tape. So this was on the bus. I was drawing on the bus. It was quite hard because the bus was going quite fast. I don't know, some bus drivers have a death wish, I think. And how did I get so much washi tape on it? I can't remember. Maybe like the entire package was wrapped in it. And some more people drawn from the bus. I quite like drawing on the bus or public transport. I don't usually take the bus anymore, though I did my fair share when I was younger. I like trains nowadays if I go somewhere further. This one was at a workshop led by Gemma Corral, whom I met and I have a photo with. And I hopefully pasted it here, if not awkward. Okay, awkward silence over. It was a workshop run by her at the Brighton Illustration Fair. We were making zines, and perfect topic for all of us. I went with a couple friends. And this is again Gemma and some people who were watching the presentation by her. I love drawing people from behind because they can't see you, so it's less awkward to draw them. But you can still capture quite a lot. Again, stickers. All of these stickers in this style are from the Wild Pencil. I won't be mentioning all of them because there's quite a lot, probably. I quite like this expressionist face. I don't know if that's expressionist or what, but I quite like the minimalistic approach to it. And yeah, some more. I need a drink. Maybe you need a drink too, so take a break for a second. Okay. Hopefully my cough will not happen again. So I think that was it for drawing there. We really enjoyed the fair. I picked up quite a few things there and spoke to almost everyone who was selling there, although it's impossible to talk to every single person. It was quite a big fair, and the lineup was just perfect. Like, I had to think really hard and stop myself really hard not to spend more than I planned. Well, I did spend more than I planned to, but yeah, it was a battle because it was so good. I'm not complaining. I'm only complaining about it being too good for my wallet, basically. I love that fair, and I will probably want to visit it again in the future. And then, yeah, these are on the bus. Again, just drawing on the way back. I tried to also document which station was showing as the next station. I think just as a kind of not journaling, but like a diary, sort of diaristic approach. And tried to draw a car, but it was like half hidden behind the tree. This pigeon was just like right, because we were on a double-decker. If you're not in England and you maybe don't know what double-decker bus is the bus with the upstairs, where you can sit upstairs. I didn't know what it was before I came to England. And there was this pigeon just sitting in the crook of the building, which was really cute. It was just chilling there. And I had to draw it. Yeah, more people. Some of these faces are like... Some of these people don't look at all like they looked. But I still like the exercise and trying to be fast and, you know, just draw people quickly. Just an acorn fruit, sorry, I picked up. So this was a pass when you go to Brighton Second Festival in October. A weird person based on roughly on my character, I guess. And here I drew more on location. So this was in a local pub at the Hans Comics community. It's just a local community that me and my friends are attending. I kind of started that last year. Yeah. It was a bit loud. And I think I was trying to make my pen flow. And then I signed that this is art. Because who's to say that it isn't? Then I drew this person with the hair style like a cotton wool ball. I'm not sure what this was really. This was a blunt contour drawing for warming up for a drawing there. And then we drew from observation. So the idea was to draw different shots. Like, you know, in cinematography you have wide shots, close-ups and extra super close-ups and things like that. This was probably supposed to be a wide shot, but this sketchbook is really small and I had quite a thick pen, so it turned out mid-shot, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't ever remember like proper names of the shots, but I know that they exist, I guess. And yeah, I quite enjoyed this. I just drew it in simple pen, acrylic marker pen, and yeah, this is one of us. The guy who was with us there, and this one was a close-up, and I ran out of time to draw anything else. Here's a Zappy, my cat. A pigeon. This is a pigeon. It is flying, in case you didn't notice. This is a design that I made a while ago of my silent comic called Crybaby. It's a mental health comic. And some stickers from packaging again print work I've ordered from them this year. And Molly Pukes, who's a comic artist and illustrator. Love their art. And that's just me. I don't know why I drew it, but I guess I did. My hair is weird, but I don't like my hairdresser. Oh yeah, I need to find a new hairdresser, but I have a thing. Oops. I have to... I don't know. It's an autistic thing. So I haven't found a new one yet. And now we're at Thought Bubble. Sorry. So Thought Bubble is it's a whole festival. I think it takes about a week in Harrogate and Yorkshire. But Thought Bubble Comic-Con happens over a weekend, and it is a 2-day Comic-Con in Harrogate. I don't know why it took me so long to explain this. And I drew some people there. I was extremely anxious. I was quite good when I was at my table, but whenever I left my table I got really anxious, so I kind of enjoyed converting that energy into drawing. Some washi tape from Studio Ghibli, and this is a stamp from Emma Illustrates. She was part of the stamp trail where if you shopped with 4 different artists, this is like a self-organized thing, so anyone can organize it with other artists if they want to at Thought Bubble, like an unofficial thing. And she teamed up with a couple more. I'll show you in a second, because they're coming. And so the second one was Krystyna Baczyński. Love that stamp, so cute. And to be MCR. I shopped at to be MCR, and now my life is better. And you know what? It is. And there was also CMYK. I loved shopping with all of these people. I'm a fan of all of these artists, so it was really cool to support them. And this was kindly drawn by one of the sisters. I think they're sisters. Oh my god, I should know more about them by now. And yeah, so cute, like a doggo. So the stamp rally was on a special sheet of paper, but I asked them if they could stamp my sketchbook, and they did. I love collecting stamps in my sketchbook, so that was really cute and nice of them. Some more people drawing. You can probably tell I wasn't really doing very well with my drawing, but that doesn't matter. It was good still. This I kind of feel like it's a bit better. This was a person dressed up as someone who looked like Princess Mononoke, but might have been a different character. I wasn't 100% sure. There's a lot of cosplay happening at Thought Bubble. There's a cosplay competition on a Sunday as well. So lots of different characters and people dressed up. The highlight, or the most, I don't know, the biggest dress up is the Darth Vader with some stormtroopers with a proper full-on outfit. But I also love spotting Gandalf and Frodo, my favorite characters. But yeah, really fun looking at all the people dressed up as some cool characters. Some more people, again, maybe not the best. This is on day 2 of the con. Quite like this face. And okay, I like this. I like how swoopy I was, I guess. I don't know the right word. And these two, some other people. Just drawing other people selling at the con at this point. And some like passers-by. Don't remember who made this sticker. Maybe it was Black Cat something, potentially. Some more people. More of the same. I think it's important to study, even if it comes out like this or worse. Like, I used to be much worse at drawing people. This isn't by any means great or like anatomically correct. But it's a very important exercise to draw from life. And when people are moving past you, it's quite hard to capture them. And it's a really important exercise in observation because you have to kind of very quickly put down the most important details. So I would recommend it even if you're just beginning. It's a great thing. You'll get better at it, I promise. My first observational drawings I hated them with all my guts, but you get better with time. And one day you get maybe better than me, because let's not lie, it's not the best. I don't know what happened here. I said I wasn't covering up. I think this was like just some scribble. Here I used a metallic pen. And this was at... Okay, so this page I drew after I went to a workshop there. It was like a sound effects, SFX in short, in comics. And we were listening to music and I picked some really good music. So the first song we drew to was Daft Punk's One More Time, and then we did some Aphex Twin and all kinds of music. And we were drawing our feelings and like, yeah, trying to incorporate the sound into what we were drawing. And afterwards I drew these two dancing. This is a session I did at the Odd Orange drawing session, so Odd Orange is a brand of sketchbooks. It's a company making sketchbooks here in UK, and it's run by Morgan Grice, who also runs these drawing sessions. It's usually from reference photos. Well, it's always from reference photos. And these were films. I think it was film stills. And I used this metallic pen. Started running out throughout the session, and I don't know why it didn't last long, because if you saw my previous sketchbook tour, this pink one of the same brand and same kind lasted forever. And if you remember this sketchbook tour, how many pages was there? And I also drew with it in other sketchbooks. This pretty much ran out in this sketchbook. So yeah, this was like a moon. I can't remember what the film titles were. And my not yet. There will be my favorite page in a second. So other films. Don't really know what this was, but it said meh CBA, so I guess I couldn't get it right and I gave up. And this is my favorite. It's just like a view from the worm's eye perspective, just of some treetops. And I love that perspective. I've always loved it. And this was some kind of vampire film. Let's go to bed, darling. I made up the coffins. Oh, okay. It's 6 AM already. Let's go. And this, I think, is the last one. Here I was just redrawing some things from my Japanese sketchbook. Ichigo sando, meaning strawberry sandwich. They were really good. I think I was trying to play with the idea of making a zine, like a more instructional zine, based on my, well, I wanted to say recent trip to Japan, but that was in January last year. Some ideas for my graphic novel in progress. I probably talked about this a while, like for a bit in other videos. This is just actually some of these on top of Pentel Pocket brush pen. Some pigeons. Once I started drawing pigeons, I don't think I ever will stop. Love pigeons, love drawing them as well. This was a brush pen, like a water-based brush pen, and this was acrylic. This is packaging from chopsticks, from some takeaway. And this, I think I was drawing, oh, this is from Pexels, so I looked up a reference and drew that. I think I was trying to draw people, maybe in cafes. But it was quite hard to find the references, so I just gave up on that and just drew whatever. Yeah. Kind of like this page in terms of it's not my most successful, and I didn't hate it, I guess, because it's part of the process to make bad drawings. Bad drawings in quotes, because it's just a drawing. And here's a cat who's seen things. I quite like this one. Like, it looks sort of right, I think. And some derpy cats. These stickers are from the same person who made that black cat. But I can't remember who that artist was. And some weirdo cats. Here's, I think, probably my cat from a photo. It must be from my cutscenes. Cutscene fanzine. Which I can show you if I find it. I'll have to give up. It's probably this one, or it's from a different photo, but it just reminded me of this package. Yeah, just some acrylic markers. This was a study of Anna Siena's like one of the posts she made on Instagram, and yeah, I was trying to wake up my Sailor Fude pen, but it doesn't seem to be running very well. And then I think I was trying to like use what I learned here to make my own drawing, like a simplified drawing. I might push this further. Like, I don't want to steal from someone, but I want to learn from it and see where I land with this, and then maybe like incorporate bits of it in my style. And I guess I did that. I did do that. So I kind of drew this, and then I drew those cats. And strawberries. Sorry. and strawberries and plants and things. I quite like this page. It's one of my favorites in this sketchbook. I don't wanna. This pigeon gave up, and I think I was also close to giving up. I think I wasn't feeling that great at the time. I've been feeling quite tired, and when I'm tired I also get slightly depressed, so yeah, not a good combination. And then was this, oh yeah, I really didn't want to go to the market for some reason. This was one of those evening markets, and I get anxious, so I think I was just overthinking it a whole day, and then I left too late, and then I couldn't park there, and all sorts of things. It was only a 4-hour market, or 3-hour market. It turned out to be, per hour, my most successful market of the year. So, well worth it. Once I turned up, once I set up, it was all good. I loved chatting to people there. It's just my kind of audience. It's so nice. Sorry, to meet your audience who actually appreciate your work. Like, I don't know how to say it, because people usually are very nice at markets, but this was just next level. It gave me so much like inspiration to keep going with my art. So lovely. Yeah, so the highlight of the year probably. Although I also had a market afterwards which turned out really good as well. Here are some drawings with some gel pens, and this is like a felt tip, but like quite a hard felt tip. Some Studio Ghibli tape from some packaging that I ordered from an artist. I'm not even sure who gave me this on packaging. Here I drew a coffee machine, maybe? I think this was at the other market, so this was at the Happy Bean Cafe, which is it's a small local cafe, and it was their first ever market. I absolutely loved it. I also met lots of people who were super kind and friendly and super encouraging. Encouraging is the wrong word, but I'm lacking words right now. And here I just drew some people queuing up. I was directly behind where people were queuing, so it was a perfect spot to draw. I was quite busy throughout the day as well, which was amazing. This was a YouTube... I kind of have mixed feelings about this. So I was trying to find like cameras around the world, like maybe in a cafe where I could people watch basically, but from home. But really this was a really dubious one. Someone just put their laptop or camera down on the table and recorded people without their knowledge or permission, and like didn't blur out their faces or anything. I just felt icky about it afterwards, and yeah, let's forget about this. This was from Pexels. I used a fountain pen, and this is the end of the sketchbook. And at the end I stacked the price of this sketchbook because in some shops, TK Maxx, they go for £3. Normally they go for about 4 or 5. So this was like an amazing find, and I only found one. But I already have 3 more unopened ones, and the one I started. So I'm set. I can go back to TK Maxx again in the future. This is just from, I guess, a banana. And a sticker from packaging. This is from my collab with Jess Was Here. So I've been working with Jess Was Here, who's an amazing creative illustrator. And she's been working with artists, or they've been working with artists. And so I'm a brand ambassador. I can't explain it very well. You can tell we've reached the end and my energy is going down. Yeah, I've been working with Jess Was Here. I'm a brand ambassador. I've loved the brand for years now. For many years is what I mean. And I own quite a lot of things from Jess Was Here that I bought myself. But as part of this collab, I also promote the products. And as part of that, I can offer you 10% off their entire shop. Their shop. I don't think the sale items apply, but I can offer you 10% off. It's like a unique link for, you can't find this anywhere, pretty much anywhere else. There are only a few ambassadors, and you can get a 10% off if you use my code. That was a very long-winded way to explain this, but hopefully you'll forgive me because we've reached the end and I will stop rambling very soon. I hope you enjoyed this sketchbook. If you did, please don't forget to give me a like. If you didn't, you can leave a thumbs down. I will not be sad about it, although, you know. And share it with your friends. You can subscribe to my channel if you'd like to. Also check out the links down below. You can find my shop, and I'm on Etsy and I have over 100 products there. I'll be doing a shop update soon because I've been quite busy with markets and designing new products for markets, but I haven't updated my shop with those new products. So there's a whole, it's probably at least 20 new products, if not more, coming soon. Probably in the, well, definitely in the new year. But yeah, I hope you liked it and have a lovely day artsing. Until next time, bye! So now on the screen you will see some links to the next video so that you can continue watching my videos if you enjoyed this. See you there! Bye!